I want to talk about the Maricopa County audit now. You want to talk about bamboozled. My. I'm going to first show you a response from Trump. Okay, this is from RSBN. The draft of Arizona audit leaked. Trump reacts to undeniable evidence. Okay, so this was yesterday. All right, and what he says? He goes, huge findings in Arizona. However, the fake news media is already trying to call it again for Biden before actually looking at the facts, just like they did in November. Okay, that's all I wanted to point out to you. He's absolutely right. I never do this, but I went to Google. All right, I went to google.com. I don't use Google. I go to DuckDuck, and I don't Google things. I go to DuckDuck and I search it up online. That's whatever. And I just type on Google, Maricopa audit. I just wanted to see, this was earlier today. I just wanted to see what popped up. Let me show you. All right, the Maricopa audit. Let's see. Back to audit shows Biden won. Biden beat Trump. Latest sham. Confirms Biden wins. Blah, 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 blah. All of these. Huge defeat for Donald Trump. All of these articles came out yesterday. The audit was today. They were so quick on the trigger to just push this narrative that Joe Biden beats Trump again, and all these tweets that people are responding to the things that I was pushing today because I was watching the Maricopa audit. It's probably still going on right now as I'm live. I wasn't able to continue watching it because they were getting into some good stuff, and I'm gonna check while I'm talking about this because I'm sure Wendy Rogers has posted some of the newer information, but I've got a lot to show. All right, so they were posting all this stuff yesterday. And all these people that have been bamboozled are like, yes, we get to use this as ammunition, instead of actually watching the audit and watching what they actually found, the stuff that has been proven to have been found. Okay, and these aren't just some random people that are on the internet trying to prove that that Trump won. They're trying to get to the bottom of the election. All right, and I'm going to show you. This is who Dr. Shiva is. All right. I called him the GOAT here. All right, he's got 4 MIT degrees. 40 plus years of experience in pattern recognition and classification of diverse signals and signatures across industries and applications. Biology and medicine, engineering, aeronautics, civil, electrical, banking and finance, military. Let's see, he's the winner of the White House competition for automatic classification of email. I'm fairly certain. Is he the one who designed email? Or came up with it? 7 successful high-tech companies. Echo Mail, which is pattern recognition, classification of documents, which is still going on. He started in 1994. Cytosolve, the computational modeling, started in 2007. Patents, books, and scientific publications in peer-reviewed, high-impact journals. All over the place. Oh, he is the inventor of the email, Fulbright scholar, Lemelson MIT finalist, Westinghouse Science Honors recipient. This guy is not just some random, okay? And he had an incredible amount of knowledge about what he found. First and foremost, that blew me away was 34,448 duplicates. Duplicate ballots. That's right. Duplicate ballots. I have this is from his company, Echo Mail. Key findings. Okay, unknown how many EVB return envelopes were originally received by Maricopa. Why? Because Maricopa was deleting a bunch of stuff. 34,448 duplicates from 17,126 unique voters. Maricopa reported no duplicates in the Canvas report. Okay. Suspect already. It wasn't just one layer of duplicates, which was, I think it was like 16,000 double duplicates. Then they had about 1,000 triple duplicates. They even had cases where they had 4 different ballots, different ballots with the same person's name on them. How is this happening? I don't understand. They would send out a mail-in ballot. Someone would get the ballot, and they would send it back in. And they would get 2. How are they getting 2? I have so many questions, okay? And they weren't giving any answers. They were just showing what they found. 464 more no signature EVB return envelopes identified by EchoMail. I can't believe how many of these ballots that they showed that had nothing. Zero signature. I'm talking no signature at all, just blank. I'm serious. They were showing all the stuff that they found. There were so many of these ballots that had no signature. How is there no signature? How was it not signed? Was it not even a person? Huh? Doesn't make any sense. 2,580 scribbles in signature region, aka bad signatures. Yeah, scribbles. Not even you know what? I don't want to say if someone can have a terrible handwriting and they're, you know, it could be a scribble, but they were showing the pictures of it. It wasn't. It was like a line. That's what they were counting, or like, you know, a crossover. It wasn't any sort of form, any sort of signature. I don't know if you've seen a signature before, but you can kind of tell it's a signature of some sense. My. Here is an interesting scan. You can see the approved vote is actually behind. So are these photocopied? So were they photocopied? There's more. Look, here's another image. Where is it? Here it is. Why is the stamp behind the triangle and there are no signatures? This was an approved vote. So many different things that they were showing here. Another one that was crazy that you just saw a clip of. They were connected to the internet. How many times have we been told, no, the voting machines were never connected to the internet? Well, they proved that they were. They had data from different states. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? That doesn't make any sense. All right, now check this one. This one blew me away when I saw this. All right, so this is a graph of a random sampling of signatures, okay? 4 weeks before the election and 4 days after the election. Look at this. So right here, you can see the different colors, okay? The dark is the illegible signatures. All right, just random samplings of signatures. There are some that are illegible and some are legible. Okay, so that was 4 weeks before the election because there is early voting, mail-in voting, all that stuff. They were taking random samples. And then 4 days after the election, it is it's the exact opposite. There was a switch where suddenly all of these ballots were illegible. They couldn't even read what they were saying. None of it. Okay? All of these duplicate ballots, by the way, that I just mentioned, came in from November 4th to the 9th. After the election day. All of these duplicate ballots. Some 90% of them. How is that even possible? They're all coming out after it all? Okay, now I want to remind you all, because I talked about this earlier in the week with Chandler Crump, because this is something separate, okay? The 270,000 lost votes, remember those that I was talking about? The lost votes? That, where is it? The combined number of lost and ghost votes, as well as many more inaccurate votes, were discovered by canvassers, bringing the total vote discrepancies to 269,000 votes in one county. Again, he lost Arizona by 10,000 votes. He lost Arizona by 10,000 votes. There was over 200,000 missing votes. Over 26,000 duplicate ballots. I'm pretty sure Trump won Arizona. Now, I'm not stating that he did win Arizona, YouTube, okay? I know you guys are very sticky about those kind of statements. I said I think he did, all right? From the evidence that I've seen. Just letting you guys know. I think he did. Now, my gosh, there is so much more. In fact, let me just go to Wendy Rogers' page because she's been posting all sorts of stuff all day. I like what she posted here. This is kind of funny. She must have, yeah, interesting. I don't know if that, look, Birdwatch, it's obviously been fact-checked, right? Let's see. She's got well, lots of stuff. There was something about she's got all the internet connections. Anyway, look, I didn't get to watch the entire audit because it was going on as I was getting ready for my show, and I had went and got something to eat right beforehand. This is a serious deal, and I mean, I almost want to read that quote from Carl Sagan again, because these people are bamboozled. Because on Twitter, what I'm seeing, even on Google, that Google search that I've shown, is these people are denying what they're seeing. They're focusing on the fact that Biden gained 90 votes. They found 90 more votes for Biden, but also found the thousands, hundreds, or tens of thousands of duplicate ballots. You know, then we had those lost votes. They're like not even focusing on it. They're like focused so hardcore on those 90 votes. And see, like Biden, they proved that Biden won by more votes. Trump lost even more so. And it's like, okay. Are you not even paying attention? Guaranteed none of them watched the actual audit themselves. None of them did. I was listening. I was watching the actual proof. They were showing it. That's what I wanted to happen on January 6th. I wanted that evidence to come to light. They had this stuff. I've been watching this stuff for months and months and nearly a year. Almost a year. I've been watching this stuff come out. And they just want to ignore it. Like somehow it'll go away. It's not going away. People are pissed off. Some 45% of Arizona State thinks that the election was stolen, that they can't even trust the election. That's why the audit happened, because they want to prove to the people if they can trust it or not. And guess what? They proved that they cannot trust the elections, period. And these people are focused on the fact that Biden won by 90 more votes than it said. Okay, sure, 10,090 then. Wow. What about all the discrepancies that they also proven, huh? I have to do it. I gotta read this quote again. Bamboozled, man. One of the saddest lessons of history is this. If we've been bamboozled long enough, we tend to reject the evidence of the bamboozle. I'm going to say they, right? I'm going to do this over. If they've been bamboozled long enough, they tend to reject any evidence of the bamboozle. They are no longer interested in finding out the truth. The bamboozle has captured them. It is simply too painful to acknowledge, even to themselves, that they've been taken. Once they've given a charlatan power over them, they almost never get it back. I will refuse to let someone have power over me. I will always be in the conversation. I will be critiquing all these people, and I do not trust the elections. I don't. I just don't trust them anymore. Look at Florida. Florida messed up in 2000. All right, my cousin's here for my cousin's wedding. He lives in Florida, and we were just talking about it earlier today about, I mean, Florida, everyone was making fun of him. Like, it was a hot mess. You know, I'm sure Al Gore thinks that he won still. But he, you know, whatever, George Bush became president. Well, Florida got its act together. And what happened in 2020? They had no issues at all. They got it down because they knew that they had to lock in their elections. We need the elections locked in. Mail-in ballots need to be illegal. Yeah, that's right. I said that. Now, I said this on Twitter a couple weeks back. And oh boy, did I get a lot of heat from leftist Twitter. How dare you? What about military members? What about people, blah, 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 blah. Every single person that came at me for that seemed to have forgotten what absentee voting is. We already have a system in place if you cannot physically make it to vote in person. It's called absentee voting. What happened to that? Why are we mass sending out mail-in ballots? California, we're letting them print their own ballots. What is that? They even had holes in the envelope so you can see it. People were stealing ballots. The USPS lost thousands of votes, hundreds of thousands. I've got the article up right here. Insane. That's what this one is. The lost votes, the USPS lost ballots. Now, I was able to check on the Arizona website to see if I had my vote counted, and it did. Granted, I went in, I put it into that metal box. There was no mailing involved. I knew that when I had that sticker that said I voted, it counted. Okay? But do I trust that this mail-in system works? No, I do not. And I want it gone. And all of us should. These people that are like, ha, we told you Biden won. That I don't think they realize how stupid they sound. Because it's like they focused on one sentence of the audit. Okay, yeah, the ballots that they had, but they have duplicate ballots. They have multiple ballots of the same person, scanned multiple times in some instances. The longer I watched it, the more I was like dumbfounded that this is the state that we're in. But thanks to Arizona. You know what's something really cool? Cyber Ninjas, they only hired people to do the counting in the audit that lived in Maricopa County. They wouldn't let anyone else from any other area in the states. They said, we want the locals that are having their elections audited to be the ones that are actually doing the auditing. And that's respectable. I like that about what they did. I think that's a good system. I don't know. What do you think? Do you trust the elections, chat? I certainly don't.